Bro, I'm hyped.
Yeah, that is cool. I like the zebra.
Yeah, zebra, I'll punch that bitch.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, you kicked it.
Tell me when to kill it, bud. You may come up into this grass.
Well, after a rough start to the Oklahoma noodling season, the Dalton Gang has rode down to Lake Tawakoni. These Texas waters are foreign to the gang, but with a big tournament coming up in just a few days, the boys are grateful to see the sun coming up after a rainy start to the season. Let's check in on them and see how the weekend's treating them.
We get down there, we unpack our stuff at the hotel and meet up with Jimmy Millsap. We're gonna get right out on the water.
As soon as we get there, boat won't start. We have to do some engineering out on the water.
It's not in gear, jackass. Warming the engine up. Shut the fuck up.
But that's noodling. That's how it works. You gotta work with what you got and do the best you can. So we show up down at Lake Tawakoni. New waters. We've never fished there before, so we could use all the help we could get. We got a buddy down there, Jimmy Millsap, that agreed to show us around a little bit, show us a couple spots that he knew of, and maybe turn us on to some fish.
Push the boat so he can't get through.
I got it. Like, go out there, takes us to a few good spots. I mean, he's gotten us around this lake. This is a huge lake. So he takes us to a spot that I'd already heard about prior. It's called the Hotel, is what they call it down there. It's basically hundreds and hundreds of concrete slabs from old roadbed that have caved in and arched into the mud and the sand, and catfish have dug holes up underneath them. So you can just slide in and out of holes out there. And
Got one. Going. Wow. He's good.
we get into a hole and boom, hit a blue. Nothing over 30 pounds, all right size fish.
You think he was 15?
So the difference between a blue and a flat is the difference between getting your hand slammed in a car door or getting pricked with a pin. It's a big difference. I mean, blues grab a hold of you, they shake the shit out of you, and it's just no fun catching them. But we do it anyway, just because once you get in there and something bites you, you got to pull that out. You can't just let it go in there.
Punch him in the head.
Jesse Dalton does not condone punching fish in the head for real.
Oh, he got hit.
We just ate fish.
He jerked all the way. Oh, there it is.
You got him! Good job!
So we caught blue after blue after blue. Jimmy put us on a lot of holes that I call community holes that everybody knows about.
Yeah, that's a little fish. Yeah, my hand barely fit in his mouth.
Alright, I know the code of a noodler is to never give away your holes. That's cool and all. We worked it anyway. I mean, it was a long hot day. I mean, we just couldn't find anything tournament size. We woke up really early, jumped in the John Holt Chevy, came down the way to the boat ramp, jumped in the boat, and headed out on the lake. We were doing, pretty much we were gonna run the holes that Jimmy had showed us the day before. We ran into one fish in a really good hole. We worked him for about a half hour. I mean, Keith was in there banging into him. I was on the other side of the hole. I'd touch him with my fingertips or with my toes. He just kept playing with us, cat and mouse, back and forth.
That was him. That was that fish. So is that empty over there? Yeah, that was our fish.
Eventually, he got out of a small hole that we just didn't know that was there. I mean, we were heartbroken because that was our tournament fish. That was the one. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was burning hot outside. We were already worn out.
I felt it though. I felt that lip, and that lip was about this far, buddy. Because his mouth was open when it was closed. Had a gap in it. That's how far that lip out was out.
I mean, honestly, it didn't do too bad for fishing this lake for our first time.
There was nothing we could do. Fish got out. Time went by to where we had to get to the tournament. We had one fish, I think, that we had kept for the tournament. We jumped on my director Eric's phone, hit in the Apple, put the directions in there. I ain't leaving this out. It's the best part. Said, oh no, I got it, Jesse. I'm gonna put it right here into my GPS, and you could drive this John Holt Chevy straight to the weigh-in. So I was like, all right, we'll at least weigh something in, because you gotta weigh something in when you go to a tournament. Not even, I mean, it hurts when it's a little fish, but at least you weigh in something. So we started hauling ass. We got out there, got in a John Holt Chevy, took off toward the tournament, and of course, Siri took us 40 miles off the lake to another town. I think I'm going south. Damn.
You are going south.
Well, that's
you never
the
got on
south.
a highway before? You never been on a highway before?
Hey, bro. Hey, you know what? I could have went that way and still got there. I guarantee it. We finally got to the tournament. After the weigh-in, we were late for the weigh-in. It sucked. We don't ever miss the weigh-in for a tournament, let alone not have the winning fish. So it started off the season pretty rough. I mean, it could have been better. I'll say that much. We weren't done though. We went back to the lodge. We had a good night. We chilled out. We drank a whole bunch of moonshine. Where's that moonshine at? You got that moonshine?
Most my research and
All the fish
have been classified as retarded.
No, you're just drinking. That's all.
I'm retarded too. I'm
No.
not scared to admit it. But my shins are all beat up and bleeding.
What the fuck just happened?
It was a good night. I mean, I had it in my mind that the fish that we missed that day at 3 o'clock, right before the weigh-in, we were gonna get that fish. I just had a feeling it was gonna be back in there, and we would be able to go get it. So, of course, knowing me, I couldn't just let that fish get away. The fish that we missed right before the deadline, I couldn't let it get away because he just don't bite me and get away. No fish ever bites me and that's it. So, next morning I wake up early, I holler at my partner Heath, say, hey, we're gonna go out here and check this out, you wanna go? We worked it. Heath went down, then he come up, I go down, and then I come up. Soon enough, Heath said, come here, and just gave him that little come here. I told him,
It's in the same fucking pocket it's always in. It's in the same pocket it's always in. Alright. Stay there. Got that flat image. Got him, boys. Got that motherfucker.
Heath wrapped him up, slid them fingers in there, we strung him, and that was it. I mean,
That's a good fish right there, though.
we pulled him and we were thinking about cutting him up, eating him. We gave it some thought, but then, if you don't release the 40 and 50 pound fish like that one, you ain't never gonna catch 100-pound fish because they ain't never gonna live to get that big. So we went out right in front of the Peninsula Ranch, right there where we stayed, so they might be able to catch him again. We released him right there into the shallow water. He swam right off. I mean, it's a better feeling releasing the fish than it is cutting it up and just putting it in your freezer. So, I mean, it was a good trip. After all that, this is what I call poetic justice.
Told you.